All right. It's your boy JT. I'm finna show you this little funky groove. And it's a challenge for everybody that be looking at my page. It's a real good question. I want somebody to tell me what key this song in. Is it in E or is it in G flat minor? So I got a good question for y'all. Well, anyway, the bass line gonna go, or is it in another key? I'm just gonna throw that out there. Is it in E, or is it in G minor, or is it in another key? You know, this is a little trick question for everybody, but everybody that know them keys gonna know that answer. So the bass line gonna go E flat to the G flat. I mean E to the G flat. Then you're gonna walk up. That's an A, B flat, B. Then you're gonna walk up again. D flat, E, back to the G flat. So let me get it to you again. That's a E, G flat, A, B flat, B, D flat, E, back to the G flat. So that's how the bass line gonna go. But the way I want to give you this is with the two-hand cards. You know, had a good question about doing this, and you know this is a real challenge for your fingers too if you don't never, you know, challenge yourself. But right hand, I'm sorry. We're gonna take our thumb, grab that A and the B. Then we got a D flat, E, A flat, and a B. And then we're gonna take our left hand, grab the E and the A flat. Well, let's take that back. Let's take our left hand and make it even more interesting. Left hand, grab the E, G flat, and the A flat. Now that feels kind of crazy, but it's fun to mess around with. And I kind of got this off Trina, that card right there, but just kind of added a little bit more to it. Big shout out to my girl Trina, dynamic on that organ. So again, your right hand, you're holding down the G, the A and the B with your thumb. Then you got the D flat, the E, A flat, and then the B. You're going to take your left hand, grab the E, G flat, A flat. And then when you move over, instead of doing a regular D major 7, we're going to do the 7, but we're going to add more with it. We got D, G flat, A, D flat, stretch your pinky to that E. But I want to do another trick with my thumb. So my thumb actually got the D and the E. Then you still got the G flat, A, D flat, E. So if you put them two together, you know. So what I want to do with my left hand when I'm on that with the, you know, next card, I want to add the B and the G and the B and the D flat. This is what you call playing real close together and making your fingers hurt at first. So let's do that first chord. Next chord. And then when you're on the D flat, walking up from the D flat E to the G flat, we're going to take it, we're going to drop down to 3 notes, which is an A, B, and the E. So if I played that slow, it'd sound like this. Real crazy. So there's so many ways you can do that. So let me show you how it sounds with the groove. Like I said, we got the bass line. Hey. Do bass line. So that's what that bass is doing. Now let's get ready to throw these chords in here. There we go. And I always use sustain pedal if you need to, you know. That's how it sounds. Again. Keep going. That's the whole thing. So So that's a groove you can mess around with. Even if you want to just, don't even put a beat to it, but just practice on stretching. You know. And even if you took the bass line out, you can always still practice these movements. You can stretch your left hand, do a G flat, D flat, A flat. Go down to that. You can do a B, G flat, B. Just even practice with it. So hopefully that can be fun to mess around with. It's your boy JT. Big shout out to the world.